And good morning, everybody. It's time now for Putnam County Today here on 94.3 WREB. With us from the Extension office and kind of getting into the whole Putnam County Fair mood, Mark Evans. Shelly's here with us. And Shelly, I think we want to start with you first.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about adult open class. Tell us a little bit about what that is and how people can get involved with that. And I know it's a huge thing at the Putnam County Fair.
Okay, adult open class is what a lot of people might think of as the ladies building.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the same building as all the 4-H projects, but on the other side. So it's where you'll see the quilts and the canned goods and sewing and crafts and things like that the adults have done in the community. And the way that you get involved in that is it's open class, so that means it's open to any adults, anybody 18 and over,
Mm-hmm.
in Putnam County, or if you're a member of an extension club, even if you live out of state, you can enter an adult open class. So our entries come in, the non-food entries come in on Tuesday, July 15th,
Okay.
from 7 to 9 p.m. And then the food entries will come in Saturday, July 19th from 9 to 11 a.m. And we are a working fair, so
Right.
the fair's open, but we still bring things in and judge them and display them. So there's some new things to see along the way. Thursday of the fair, which is the 24th, is another time you can enter,
Okay.
because that's our Baker's Best contest.
That's right.
It's the 32nd annual. The flavor this year is peach,
Great.
and those entries come in from 9 to 11 also in the morning.
All right, and the nice thing about the Baker's Best, people actually get a chance to buy those baked goods,
Yes,
right?
they do.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite part of that contest.
Yes, they do. That's a good win-win for a lot of people.
Exactly.
Because that's also how we raise money to support the building, to support our programs. And, we hear things about other fairs, adult open classes that charge to enter.
Right.
And we don't charge to enter. And this is one of the reasons that we don't have to charge. That and a purse auction
That's right.
that we have on Wednesdays at the end of Ladies' Day. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This year it'll be on the 23rd. And those are very strongly supported by our extension clubs. And without them, they are a separate entity, but it's like a sisterhood and
Right.
a support. And without them, we really wouldn't be what we are. So
All
we
right.
should thank them.
Well, we look forward to everything going on. Of course, the big auction coming up. I want to move over to Mark Evans now. And Mark, this year's Putnam County Fair is going to be a little different as far as getting in and out. I think a lot of people are worrying about that. Let's talk a little bit about, getting into the fair, getting back out of the fair. I know there's been a lot of planning as far as that because of the bridge construction.
Yeah, it's going to obviously provide some complexities, but I'm hopeful actually for getting out. I mean, obviously with the stoplight being red, hey, if you're going back to town, it should
Right.
help out a little bit, maybe
Right.
a little bit. Seriously, there's been some discussions with law enforcement folks, and there will be some additional help there. And I encourage everybody to use a little extra caution there. I mean, because I live north of town, and
Right.
coming into town, it's turning left there. You got to just be a little extra careful, and hopefully they leave you a little space. And that's why I think there's definitely going to have to be some law enforcement help more during the day than there has been in the past. And I know Mr. Greason, as the Fair Board President, has been having some discussions with folks there to kind of hopefully work out, and we'll just have to kind of adapt and work with it as we go. But let's stay positive and work with it, and I think you'll still have a good time at the fair.
Always have a good time at the fair. Let's talk about some any new changes, anything coming up as far as the fair this year?
Not a lot of huge changes. I think really for sure now the fair's kicking off. I mean,
Right.
This Sunday is the ice cream social in Levi Riggs, and that's a fun event. In fact, Levi he's a Putnam County resident now. I don't know if you realize that, but he lives here in Putnam County, but he actually just had a single got hit the top 40, so he's moving up there. And we also have a great time there with the ice cream and all that, and 4-H Clinic is kind of an update on what's going on with the fair. But as far as when the actual fair, when I feel like the fair really takes off is on July 12th, because on July 12th is when that starts a busy day and really just starts off all the judging, and I know as well as for Shelly and for Harris Hall, for the folks that are doing the Harris Hall projects, with which is the garden items and more the plant items. And basically on that Saturday we start off with firearm shooting sports competition at Cloverdale at the Conservation Club. That morning we have the tractor driving contest. The Queen contest is in the afternoon, not a 4-H event, but a fair event.
Right.
And then that evening too is during that Queen contest is the archery shooting competition. And then dog show rolls in the next day, and then judging occurs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's just, that week is busier than fair week as far as I think Shelly and I are concerned.
Yeah.
So.
Probably so.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize all that's going on basically a week before the fair.
Yeah.
So, all kinds of stuff to see and do at the Putnam County Fair. We've always said that it's probably one of the best in the state of Indiana, the Putnam County Fair is. You guys put a lot of work into it, and there's a lot of different things to see and do down there at the fairgrounds. And I guess, of course we have the livestock judging and everything, but I really want to touch on the fair parade that is on Friday evening. And I guess give us kind of a little update on that.
I am just, to me, and one of my peers, I was with them, I said, one of the things that I feel more support for our programs and things we do, it might sound silly, is that fair parade.
Mm-hmm.
How many towns would let you close down the main U.S. highway thoroughfare on a Friday night?
Exactly.
To have for about 2 hours, have a parade, for an event. That's pretty cool. And we appreciate the community support for that. So that, quite frankly, that's just amazing.
I might add, I come from out of town. I've been here in this area for about 8-9 years. And it's so impressive to me that the churches and individuals that just go around with their wagons and just hand out free water and free ice pops, and they just try really hard to support in any way that they can, and I just think that's awesome.
Well, and and that's, I think people actually think the fair kicks off then, but like we say, we've got a lot of judging ahead of time too, right?
Yeah, so really is July 12th is a major, as far as I'm concerned, the fair started.
That's when you get really busy.
As far as a lot of 4-H families and adults that are in the open class events for their Harris Hall or the adult open class side there, that's when it starts too, because you have your projects. And I have a kid this year, first year 4-H'er, and so I'm feeling that a little bit too from both sides now. So
right.
But anyway, it's fun. It's a great learning opportunity, and even there aren't a ton of new activities at the fair this year. But there again, I can't think of a better place for it's just a family reunion and good food and just a good time to look at and see all the different projects, because that's, to me, is the new thing. Everybody's creative and they do their exhibits, and you see all the new things that everybody did during the past year as they do their entries.
All right. Real quickly, I want to touch on 4-H'ers. I know record sheets and stuff like that, an important part of 4-H projects. Are they all due in before the fair? Or?
Yeah, our animal record sheets, we really, we had asked folks to have our livestock record sheets in yesterday, but please get them if you haven't had your leader sign them, and they'll actually turn them into our office. They just need to make sure your leader has them, sign them, and that your leader then reports to us that they have signed them. We just try to do that because with the livestock projects, if you've got a line of 8 or 10, livestock trailers with hogs in them, and it's 90 degrees, and they're alone, let's don't fool with those record sheets, let's keep things moving here. So that's kind of the purpose of it. Otherwise, the exhibit hall record sheets, you just bring them signed by your 4-H volunteer to the project judging in the York Automotive Community Building, which, that depending on the project, that's typically going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So pretty much the rule of thumb is Monday evening's the fashion review, and then on Tuesday is most of the poster judging for 4-H. Wednesday is the larger, bulkier projects that aren't necessarily posters typically, and then Thursday is the food, all the food items. So that's kind of how that works.
All right. Anything else you want to add for the fair?
Just check our website, extension.purdue.edu /Putnam. You can always Google Purdue Extension Putnam County and it should be the top thing to pop up. Our website, the template has changed a little bit if you haven't been on it for a while, but Shelly helps us out here a lot with our website in the office. As a secretary, we appreciate that. But one of the things that we have on our main page is to go there as quick links. And if there's something you can't find, call us. And especially, odds are that's how we kind of, it needs to be on the quick link page because people aren't finding it. So
Okay.
please do that. 653-8411 is the phone number, 653-8411, and extension.purdue.edu. And then /Putnam or Google Purdue Extension Putnam County, you'll find us.
All right. Well, thank you both for being with us today. We appreciate it. And of course, looking forward to an entire week with you guys here during Fair Week.
Thanks, John.
So
Thank
we will
you.
be down there, of course, broadcasting live. Don't forget, if you're a nonprofit group or community organization and you'd like some free airtime here on WREB, you too could be a part of Putnam County Today. Give us a call at 653-9717.